If you're ready for a do-it-all vehicle with smooth handling and smart interior styling, look no further than the new 2024 Honda CR-V. Once again named a Car and Driver's 10 Best Trucks and SUV list. Come save on your new CR-V right now at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you had plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Good morning, it's 7:03 here on a Monday morning. Johnny Asian is missing in that special little promo here on 9 News Now, but he's back in studio today, back from vacation. We've missed him, so we're going to get a traffic report to see how your morning drive is flowing in just a minute. But first, he's going to steal some of Steve's time here, getting a check on that weather forecast. That was sly.
It's gloomy, it's muggy, it's yucky up.
Space.
Okay.
Told you.
Okay.
He just slid right in there.
He gets all nervy.
Five-foot buffer at least.
Oh, he comes back and just invades your space.
Yeah.
I know, Steve.
He got his feelings hurt pretty easy.
He just walked right off. You got to make it up to him.
I don't want to do traffic, though.
Well,
come back,
careful.
Johnny.
That might be coming. That might be coming.
All right, it's kind of gloomy outside. Maybe Johnny's got a little bit of the, feeling a little gray after seeing what it looks like outside this morning. This is our Skyline View brought to you by Our Lady Lake, looking from Port Allen over downtown Baton Rouge. We're at 72 degrees at the airport. We've been hanging steady at 72 now for a number of hours. Upper 60s to low 70s just about area wide, although Houma has actually dropped a touch down to 66. A warm day throughout. We'll be in the low 80s at noon. Highs today in the mid 80s. Even with those clouds, it's going to be a mostly cloudy day. Breezy, winds out of the south at 10 to 15, but no rainfall expected from those clouds today. That could change a little bit tomorrow. So we jump ahead to Tuesday on our future cast. The morning will be dry, but again, plenty of clouds around. We advance it to noon, still looking at showers mostly out to our west. Even through mid to late afternoon, the HRRR at least keeping most of these showers a little bit west of us, but late afternoon into the evening brings a little bit, I do mean a little bit of rain across the area. So here we are at 9 o'clock Tuesday night. It's got the cold front moving through, and once the front makes it through your neighborhood, any small threat of rain will come to an end. We'll start to see some cooler air moving on in. Now, there is a very low-end threat of a strong storm or two, mostly near and north of I-12 tomorrow. 1 out of 5 marginal risk posted, so we'll keep an eye on that. If we happen to get an isolated strong storm or two, damaging winds and hail would be the primary threats. Not expecting much rain, not only from this next front, but over the next 7 days. This takes us through next Monday morning. What you'll see here is the Weather Prediction Center keeping many of us mainly dry, and it's generally got rain totals under 1/10 of an inch. Now, if we do get an isolated storm or two tomorrow, could get more than that in spots, but average totals are going to be pretty minimal here right on through the end of the week. Lots of clouds around this morning. We expect plenty of clouds through the day. You can see why with all that moving in for the west. The storm system that will deliver that rain chance tomorrow still out west, and it is going to be a relatively low-end rain chance because that storm system kind of pivots north of us, and we just kind of get the trailing edge of it. 85 for high today. 87 tomorrow. So the record highs the next couple of days. 88's the record today. I think we'll be shy of it, but 87 tomorrow would tie the record. Small rain chance, and then we clear out and turn cooler for the second half of the week. Highs back into the 70s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and a couple of mornings down into the 40s Thursday and Friday. Weekend looks nice. We'll keep it dry through the weekend. We do see some rain chances returning early next week. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Rain chances and/or clouds that could impact the solar eclipse viewing next Monday, so close eye on that. But overall, I do think it gets a little more active by early next week. 7:06. Johnny, I'm thinking back to that song, why can't we be friends? Why can't...
I feel so isolated. I'm over here in my own studio, completely isolated from everybody, in this big room all by myself, away from you guys. It looks like we're together, but we're not. What's the deal? What's the deal?
So sorry.
We are friends, Steve Caparata. Absolutely. I don't want to alienate you. I need you for my weather, for my mowing, my yard planning.
I'm on it.
I got you. Thank you, sir. Yeah, over here on the Plus this morning, we're looking pretty good in traffic. Let's take a look. 10-12 merge. A lot of schools out today. One more day for the Easter holiday weekend. So it's understandable that traffic is a little lighter. We'll see more traffic probably tomorrow, certainly. And this is on top of the Gordon McKernan building, one of our cameras you can only get right here on WAFB Plus. This is near the downtown area, and bridge traffic slow coming in from the west, but not horrible. Outbound traffic's looking pretty good this morning. If you're just joining us and you only watch us here on WAFB Plus, a couple of things. We have a wreck for you right here, not too far from Blackwater Road on Hooper. It's going to be Carmel Drive at Hooper Road, right in that area. And also, if you're just joining us and you only watch on the Plus, you may not have gotten word that that second ferry boat has been taken out of service this morning due to maintenance issues. First boat is running, and no real long lines at the ferry boat landing there on either side of the river, as a matter of fact, is what we're being told. 7:08, we do this every morning. If you have friends that don't have the Plus, tell them to download WAFB Plus. It's absolutely free. Fire TV, Roku, and Apple TV, smart TVs as well. And we'll update you on some things you might have missed on WAFB's 9 News this morning, right here on WAFB Plus every morning at 7. We'll be right back.
Well, here at 7:09, we want to get you the latest update following the national headline, really a global headline here, the latest out of Baltimore, Maryland. Tomorrow will mark 1 week since that bridge collapse there. And this morning, there's a lot of work and conversation talking about opening up an alternate channel. You've got the U.S. Coast Guard working with state and city leaders there, trying to figure out if they can open up possibly a northeast side of that to let some of that tug traffic and barge traffic through. When you talk about the economy, we talked about how this is going to impact not only just there, the East Coast, but nationwide economic impact. Right now, Pete Buttigieg, the transportation secretary, says that they've allocated $60 million to have these conversations about how they're going to tackle rebuilding that bridge and the cleanup effort itself. They're still trying to figure out how they're going to do that, how long that's going to take. A lot of conversations are at play, but right now it's turning into a recovery and salvage operations. And remember, the bodies of the 4 missing workers, that's still not yet happened as well. There's a lot to configure here as they kind of work on that economy aspect of it, the rescuing those people, or recovering those people as well, and then what happens next with that alternate channel. We're going to keep our eyes on top of that. Another major headline nationally that we're keeping our eyes on, AT&T is saying that there is a massive data breach that could impact 73 million current and former customers. So they said that the data was actually released on that dark web about 2 weeks ago. So this could contain information like your name, your social security number, some of your other private information. They're still trying to figure out the extent of this, and they don't really know whether it originated from the company or one of its vendors. So they're trying to figure out who had maybe unauthorized access to its system. But in the meantime, they're asking anybody who is and was an AT&T customer, go ahead and change your passwords. Now, this leak, they say, doesn't appear to contain any financial information or specifics about call history, but they're still urging you to act out of urgency. Don't wait for AT&T to contact you via email. Just go ahead and change your password and take care of all of your information. They also suggest, cybersecurity experts, they say to put a freeze on your credit account so nobody can call your company and say that they're opening up a credit card in your name. We're going to keep our eyes on that. In the meantime, we have to get you an update on some local headlines. Let's start here in Santa Monica, where an early morning house fire left an elderly woman dead and another person in critical condition. So this actually happened just after 2 a.m. Saturday, there March 30th. We're told when firefighters got to the scene, they were able to pull 2 adults from that house, but some of those intense flames and heat kept them from getting to that elderly woman. Now we're still waiting on the identity of that woman, but we're told one of the other victims was rushed to the hospital, still in critical condition. That third victim suffered some minor injuries. Now, Louisiana State Fire Marshal's office, they're leading leading the investigation to figure out how this house fire started. Meanwhile, you had a lot of local fire departments, volunteer fire departments, the Ascension Parish Coroner's Office, all responding to this as well. We're going to let you know when there are any updates on this story. Meanwhile, a couple of Crime Stoppers alerts to get you updated on. Let's get you to here. A shooting on Gus Young Avenue, leaving one person injured. We're told that this happened about 8:30 Sunday night. We're told this victim here has some non-life-threatening injuries, but still looking for the shooter and what led up to this. If you happen to have any tips, think back to that 8:30 Sunday night. We want you to call in those tips, police do, to Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP. Also got to get you another update here. This shooting on Kate Avenue, BRPD telling us a victim, the identity, 35-year-old Edward Brooks. This shooting happened 11 a.m. Sunday. This is about the 12,400 block of Kate Avenue, not far from Florida Boulevard. Now, we're told that the victim, Brooks, was taken to a local hospital where he was later pronounced dead. This investigation also ongoing. If you can help figure out what led to that, well, police sure would like those anonymous tips. You might also be eligible for a cash reward, then that number is 344-STOP. Also keeping an eye on a number of things. LSU women's basketball going up, Elite 8 going up against the Iowa Hawkeyes tonight. That game is set to tip off 6:15 on ESPN. It's going to be a major matchup, folks. This game has not happened, well, the two teams have not seen each other since last year, so a lot of chatter.
Championship game.
I know it's a late one for us.
I know. Some people upset this happening in the Elite 8, not the Final Four.
I
but great matchup, and yeah, everybody wants to see this, right? Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese and the Tigers, that rematch. So should be good.
We'll
Was that
see.
6 o'clock?
6:15
6:15.
ESPN.
Yes.
Jacques Doucet, night sports director, is there covering it all for us. So it's going to be a late night for us, but still one to stay up for.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah.
It's not that late, but yeah.
Yeah, 6:15. Okay, we can do it.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Steve, weather looking outside, not too bad today.
Yeah, a little bit gloomy this morning and definitely warm. Going to be warm next couple of days. Small rain chance late tomorrow, and then cooler, really nice the second half
Oh my
of the
gosh,
week.
I just broke our desk.
Oh, this is why.
Let me,
yeah.
He's
This
back
is
like
why we
2
can't have
hours.
nice
TV too.
things.
Yeah, they gotta
Hands
glue
in
that
my
down.
pocket.
Yeah, don't touch anything; it might break. Stay with us. We'll see you in about 2 minutes.
If you're looking for the perfect companion for family fun and adventure, or wanting to find adventure beyond the ordinary, experience all that the Toyota Tundra has to offer. Save on your new Tundra right now at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.